What's good, guys? Welcome to one of the HQ meetings for Bat Boys Incorporated. On FaceTime with Liam right now. We're about to hop into a postseason prediction video. Liam, who you got? Who's going to the World Series this year?
Mariners, I still believe.
Mariners all the way. Final day of the season is tomorrow. My predictions are coming up next. You don't want to miss it. Yeah, guys, so as you could tell from that little intro there, I was FaceTiming Liam. We're going to be talking about the MLB postseason today and my predictions. So this is what the postseason bracket looks like at this very moment. This is being filmed on Saturday. Game 162 is tomorrow. I'm going back to DC to watch the Nats and Red Sox. And then I'm going to film the AL wildcard part of this video tomorrow because we don't even know who's going to be in it just yet. That being said, I'm not going to waste any time. Let's get right into it with the National League wildcard game. First up, we've got the LA Dodgers and the St. Louis Cardinals. So I don't know if there's a whole lot of suspense in this pick. The Dodgers are probably going to finish with the second best record in baseball, unfortunately, behind the Giants in the NL West. They have 104 wins right now. The Cardinals sit at 90, but just had a 15, 16 game win streak, something crazy like that. So they are red hot, and the Dodgers don't want to run into them. With that being said, I think the Dodgers played in a really tough division this year. They had good opponents in the Padres and Giants, so I think they're going to be well prepared. They made a bunch of great acquisitions at the trade deadline. Obviously, Trey Turner and Max Scherzer from the Nationals. And you know Scherzer's going to be starting that wild card game. It's win or go home. To bet against him, I would not do that, so I'm going to be taking the Dodgers for this pick. All right, kicking off the divisional round, I'm going to be starting with the San Francisco Giants, best record in baseball, taking on the winner of the NL wildcard game. I selected the Dodgers. You know, I really don't know what else to say about the series other than I think it is going to be incredibly entertaining. You're going to have the two teams with the best records in baseball. The Giants are having an absolutely Cinderella story of a season. They weren't even supposed to have 81 wins, finished with a winning record, and here they are, the best record in baseball and serious candidates to win the World Series. I think, obviously, when you look on paper, the Dodgers are the better team. They've been playing better in the second half, making a run for the division title, and the pitching is just so much deeper, especially with the Dodgers rotation. I feel like they're going to take care of the Giants and move on to the NLCS this year. All right, guys, it is now Sunday. I just watched the Red Sox beat the Nationals. Just dropped off my brother. I'm headed back to college, and the Yankees walked off the Rays, which means that is going to be your American League wildcard matchup. Feel bad for the Mariners and the Blue Jays. The Blue Jays won today. I saw the Mariners were losing 7-4, so I don't know if they actually won to give themselves a chance, but feel bad for the Blue Jays fans. As for my actual prediction on the wildcard game, I'm going to be going with the Yankees. They're going to get revenge for the Nats and beat the Red Sox. You're going to have Garrett Cole on the mound. He doesn't need spider tack to be good. He's just as good without it. Got a bunch of big power hitters in that lineup. Aaron Judge was the hero with the walk-off today. And then you got the lockdown bullpen. Chapman is going to be automatic in the ninth inning. Time to get on the road back to college, but prediction, Yankees over Red Sox for the wildcard game. On the other side of the NLDS, we've got the Milwaukee Brewers hosting the Atlanta Braves. That'll be held in Milwaukee, and I think the Brewers are definitely heavy favorites for this series as well. Braves are going to make the playoffs without even reaching 90 wins. They're going to be one of only, maybe the only team in the National League East with a 500 record. Maybe the Phillies will finish above there, but the point is the Braves didn't have particularly difficult competition throughout this season. They're banged up without Ronald Acuna, and it just doesn't feel like the same Braves team as years past. I think the same can be said from the Milwaukee Brewers, although they've gotten a lot better than they've been in the past. I think their pitching has really taken a step up, especially the starting rotation. Brandon Woodruff's having an excellent year, as well as Corbin Burns, who's obviously a candidate for the NL Cy Young Award. So I'm going to go with the Brewers as my pick for this NLDS series. I don't think they're going to have a whole lot of trouble. Should do it in 3 or 4 games. All right, and on the American League side, we've got the best record in the AL, the Tampa Bay Rays, winners of the East taking on. But yeah, at the point in time in which this video is being filmed, I have no idea as who the Rays are going to play. It could be the Yankees, it could be the Red Sox, it could be the Blue Jays, it could even be the Seattle Mariners, as Liam mentioned in the intro. They are still in the playoff hunt. I would love to see the Mariners break their playoff drought and somehow make it to the wild card game. Whichever of those 4 teams advances, I think the drama in that wild card game is going to be a lot more suspenseful than this division series, because frankly, I don't know if I see any of these 4 teams beating the Rays. I mean, pitching, defense, offense, hitting for contact, hitting for power. They got guys that can run. They just field so well. The Rays are a fundamentally sound team. All in all, I really don't think it matters. I think the Rays are going to be the better team than anyone who advances out of the wild card game. I think that game is going to be great, but I think the Rays are going to handle whoever they have to face pretty well in advance to the American League Championship Series. Hoping it's the Blue Jays they take on. All right, lastly, we've got a good one. The Chicago White Sox, winners of the AL Central, taking on the Houston Astros. Astros are going to have home field advantage for that series. If you have not seen the clip of the White Sox showing off their light show that their stadium can perform and hyping up the blackout that they're going to be doing for the playoffs, pause this video and go look it up. Find it right now because it is awesome. I'm hopping on the White Sox bandwagon big time. I like them a lot. They're young, they hit for a lot of power, and they have some good bullpen pitching. That being said, the Astros are also an incredibly talented team. They can hit. Their lineup is loaded. They've got some excellent starting pitching as well. And in comparison to the White Sox, they have a whole lot more postseason success. They might have some young guys, but they've been in a lot of World Series recently, consistent winners of the AL West, so they have some experience under their belts. Ultimately, I think that experience is probably going to help Houston. If I had to make an actual guess, I would say the Astros are going to win. But I'm going to go ahead and pick the White Sox for the sake of this video. I really want the White Sox to win. I love a young team that's hungry to win in the playoffs, and they play with a lot of energy, so I'm going to pick the White Sox to advance to the ALCS. All right, on to the National League Championship Series. I'm going to have the Los Angeles Dodgers taking on the Milwaukee Brewers, a rematch, I believe, of the 2018 NLCS, if I'm not mistaken. The last time these two teams met in the postseason, it was a really great series in 2018. They went to 7 games in the LCS. Dodgers came out on top, although they lost to the Red Sox in the World Series, but it was super fun to watch. Cody Bellinger and Christian Yelich were absolutely going at it. I don't know if those guys are going to be playing as big of a role this time around as they did before, but I think starting pitching is going to be really big in this series. The Dodgers have great starting pitching, but so do the Brewers. Like I said, Corbin Burnes and Brandon Woodruff are both having huge breakout seasons. I've known Brandon Woodruff is good, but Corbin Burnes is having himself a year, and they are going to lead that Brewers rotation. They've also got a pretty nice lineup, but not quite as dynamic as the Dodgers, and for that reason, I'm going to be picking the Dodgers to advance to the 2021 World Series. I know a lot of people are picking them to go deep, but if they don't even make it out of the wild card game, I'm going to look like a fool for this. All right, and over on the American League side in the championship series, I have hypothetically the Tampa Bay Rays and the Chicago White Sox. This is a really hard one because the Rays are a really good team. And again, I don't really know if the White Sox are going to get this far, but I would sure like to see them take on the Rays in the championship series. But if they are lucky enough to make it to the League Championship Series, I think there is one key thing you're going to have to look for to see if they can win that series. And that's, are they going to be able to take a game on the road? Like I was saying, that environment in Chicago for the home games looks like it's going to be absolutely crazy. They haven't been to the playoffs for a while either. Their fans are hyped up, and I think that is going to be huge for them behind their backs in home games. So yeah, basically what I'm trying to say here is I think if the White Sox can win one game on the road, they should be able to win the series and advance to the 2021 World Series. That's why the White Sox are going to be my pick. I'm doing it. Here we are, the hypothetical 2021 World Series. I've got the Chicago White Sox from the AL and the Los Angeles Dodgers from the NL. I really hope they don't lose the wild card game. I think this would be a really entertaining World Series between these two teams. I think we'd have great environments for all the games out in Los Angeles as well as Chicago. You're dealing with a huge change in temperatures from the LA weather to Chicago. But I think if the White Sox can get this far, it's obvious that they don't need the postseason experience to be successful. They're simply good enough on their own. I think you'd have a lot of the nation rooting for them against the Dodgers because the Dodgers have such a good team, almost a bit of a super team, and they always seem to be in the playoffs deep into the World Series. But at the same time, I totally feel for Dodgers fans and people that'll be rooting for them. I mean, they got cheated out of the 2017, maybe even the 2018 World Series too, and last year was just a shortened season and the playoffs didn't feel the same with all the extra teams. If the Dodgers do manage to win the World Series, I think it'll mean a whole lot more to their fans than the ring they got last year, being in person this year, being able to actually witness it, and having a traditional postseason format with 162 games and only 10 teams as opposed to 14 or 16, whatever it was last year. But there must come a time for a decision, which is why in 5 games, I'm going to be picking the Los Angeles Dodgers. I mean, how could I not? They're going to have the second best record in baseball, still going to be a wild card team, unfortunately, but I don't see them losing that game with Max Scherzer on the mound. And once they get from there, they simply have the best team. They have the best offense, they have a great rotation, and their bullpen is absolutely filthy. And if you're looking for a little reassurance as to why you should listen to me, October 2020, baby. My pick for the 2020 World Series, I've got the Dodgers beating the Oakland A's in 6 games. I think there you go. And obviously I predicted the Nationals winning the World Series in 2019. I just don't have footage of it. But yeah, that's gonna put a wrap on today's video. I'm super excited to get on the road and head home tonight, get to see one last Major League game before the season ends tomorrow and visit Nationals Park with my family. I think I'm gonna be filming and turn it into a little vlog we can post this off season. Nothing too crazy like when Liam and I are at the games, but just something for you all to enjoy as an off season special. But if you stuck around this long, comment down below and let me know who you think is going to win the World Series, or who you think is not going to win the World Series for whatever reason, or what picks I got wrong because I'm an idiot. But seriously, run up those comments. I love to see your guys' opinions. Liam and I love the support. It means the world to us. You guys have been awesome this season. On top of that, drop a like, make sure to subscribe if you aren't for whatever reason already. A lot of our viewers aren't subscribed. Guys, make sure to tune in for this stuff. Yeah, I'm gonna go start packing my bag in my closet. Juan's gonna say goodbye. Until next time, That Boys Takeover.